House of X issue 3 sees Cyclops report to Magneto and Xavier, telling them that he has assembled his team and they understand the stakes involved in their mission. Xavier knows Scott has fear, but he knows that it's not wrong to have fear. Xavier agrees with that and says what matters is that he overcomes the fear for his family. Xavier reassures Scott that he won't die, as Eric says that the righteous never truly die. Scott meets with his team, telling them about Orchis and their mission to build the mother mold near the sun. Scott says that they are going to destroy it before a technological paradigm shift occurs, bringing forth the creation of NIMROD. The mission gets worse when Scott tells them that no Krakoan portals or fauna will be coming with them, meaning that they will need to escape the old-fashioned way, with the ship. The team aren't too impressed with not having to use any of their plans, but Monet says that the mother mold AI could use the Krakoan fauna for its own needs, so it's safer this way. As they board the ship, Jean asked what will happen to the human crew of the mold, and Scott says that they will need to stop the creation of the mold no matter what, but they need to keep civilian casualties close to zero as possible. Logan says that innocent civilians don't build machines that kill entire species, and Jean says that these aren't soldiers, just scientists who are scared for their own future. The team blast off, heading for the sun, while at Project Achilles, Sabretooth is put in through processing, where his counselor wants his case dismissed on the basis that Victor was an unwilling accomplice and had no idea what his companions were doing. The judge denies the motion since Victor is being sentenced under the new 12 strike rule. Victor says that he definitely is guilty, spitting on the floor before confirming he definitely did kill those people, and the chains he is wrapped in won't hold him from killing everyone in the room as well. As the guards keep their guns trained on him, Victor smells someone coming as Emma Frost and the Cuckoo sisters arrive. Emma says that the judge will be giving Sabretooth to her because Krakoa is on the verge of becoming a sovereign nation, and all Krakoans enjoy diplomatic immunity while on the US soil. The Cuckoos offer the necessary paperwork to the judge as he argues that Victor is a killer. Emma agrees with that, saying that he is indeed a killer, but he's Krakoa's killer. Tolliver pulls her gun on Emma, not wanting to let Sabretooth go, but Emma isn't fazed by the woman's threats, taking Sabretooth and telling the humans to get used to the brave new world that's taking shape. At the Orchis Forge, Dr. Gregor asks Karima if this is a mistake, but the villain says that this is self-preservation and is completely rational, but she thinks the humans are panicking since they built a mother mold that makes master molds, and if they aren't careful, machines will take over the humans. As they talk, Karima is alerted to the X-Men racing towards the base by Erasmus. Gregor wonders how they could have known what they were doing, but Karima knows someone talked, and it's pretty obvious what they want. There is nothing the group can do to prevent the X-Men from boarding, so Gregor and Karima are told by Erasmus to stay and protect the mold, while he and his team will engage them. Karima asks if the drones around Mercury are being recalled, and Erasmus says they have been, but they will arrive late. The X-Men ship moves in, getting in range and sending Nightcrawler in for recon and to confirm if the plans they stole are correct, so they can head inside and pop the release valves on the mold. Kurt gets to work, confirming the release clamp locations and also running into Karima and Gregor, who knows that they are now going for the control collars. Gregor tells Erasmus that the team have a teleporter, but the soldier knows they still need to dock and insert any kind of sizable assault if they are to win. The Blackbird docks with the ship and begins cutting through the hole. Erasmus watches them cutting from above, locking all of the doors around him as he contacts his wife Gregor, saying the X-Men are hitting the right section to access the whole station, but he won't let that happen as he begins setting up a bomb. Gregor tells her husband to stop as he says that he will do whatever it takes to build a better world. He activates the bomb as the blast obliterates the Blackbird and a huge chunk of the base. House of X issue 3 continues the awesome decade-spanning story and furthers the X-Men 10-year team's story in a surprising way. I love the sinister feeling I get from the pages with Eric and Charles on it. Something always feels off with the way they are speaking and presenting themselves, and I can't just put my finger on it. I love it, however. I love that sort of sense of dread and that something isn't quite right. Even though I know the X-Men probably survived that explosion at the end, I wouldn't be shocked if Hickman somehow says they didn't and that's the end of this particular timeline. Either way, it'll be really interesting to see what happens next during their war with Orchis, NIMROD, and the Machines. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10.